Welcome to Skytech-Lens. Ever booked a flight that seemed like a steal, only to be hit with endless fees? That $49 ticket quickly turns into a costly ordeal. The promise of affordable air travel is fading fast. Budget airlines, once the heroes, are now the villains. Why are travelers abandoning these airlines? It's a story of broken promises, hidden fees, and lost trust. The American aviation landscape is changing, and not for the better. In this video, we'll break down 8 airlines travelers are leaving behind, revealing the real stories behind the headlines. Stay with me to the end. What we uncover will change how you see the future of flying. Flying Spirit Airlines now feels like being charged for the plate, fork, and chair at a restaurant. Their bare fare once meant savings, but now it's a trap of essential fees, carry-ons, seat selection, even sitting with your family. The joy of travel has been replaced by anxiety over hidden costs and last-minute charges. For retirees and families, Spirit was once a lifeline. Now it's a source of stress and disappointment. The threat of bankruptcy and a failed JetBlue merger shattered any remaining trust. Suddenly, booking with Spirit felt risky. Would the airline even exist by your travel date? Travelers began to fear losing their money and their plans. The result? People are walking away, choosing predictability over the gamble of a low fare. They want airlines where the price is clear and the experience isn't a battle. The exodus from Spirit is about more than money. It's about exhaustion and the need for respect. Trust, once lost, is nearly impossible to regain. Passengers are quietly rebelling, seeking airlines that value them as more than just a source of fees. Spirit's downfall is a warning. Treat customers like adversaries and they'll leave. The era of nickel and diming is driving travelers to demand better. The message is clear. People want honesty, not games. JetBlue was once the cool, customer-friendly airline. Free snacks, more legroom, and a community feel, especially in South Florida. Its sudden exit from Miami after the failed Spirit merger felt like a betrayal to loyal travelers. Families and retirees who relied on JetBlue for affordable, direct flights now face higher costs and more hassle. The failed merger forced JetBlue to cut key routes, leaving communities stranded. For many, cherished family traditions and connections are now disrupted. The airline's identity crisis is clear. Is JetBlue still customer-centric or just another faceless corporation? The trust built over decades is hanging by a thread. Alternatives are limited. Other airlines don't offer the same routes or prices. Less competition means higher fares and fewer choices for everyone. JetBlue's retreat isn't just about business, it's about abandoning the people who made it a success. The loss is personal and profound for those left behind. Travelers are now forced to reconsider their loyalty. The ripple effect is higher prices and less convenience across the region. JetBlue's story is a warning. Lose your connection to customers, and you lose your edge. The community feels the loss deeply. The airline's future and its reputation are now in question. Salem, Oregon's airport was revived with hope when Avalo Airlines launched direct flights to Las Vegas and LA. For a brief moment, the community felt connected and optimistic. But less than a year later, Avalo pulled out, leaving the airport silent and travelers stranded. The ultra-low-cost model couldn't survive thin demand and rising costs. Small airlines like Avalo are fragile. One bad quarter, and they're gone. The impact is personal. Business owners, families, and retirees lose vital connections. Communities are left feeling like pawns in a corporate game. The lesson? Sustainable air travel for smaller cities is a huge challenge. When these airlines fail, the divide between big cities and the rest of America grows. The promise of easy travel vanishes, replaced by long drives and lost opportunities. Avalo's story is a microcosm of a national problem. Small markets are left behind as big airlines focus on major hubs. The dream of accessible air travel for all is slipping away. Breeze Airways brought hope to Mobile, Alabama, promising direct, affordable flights to places like Orlando. For a city with shrinking options, Breeze was a breath of fresh air, until it abruptly ended service. The loss was immediate. Easy trips became logistical nightmares again. Older travelers and families felt the sting most, losing simple, direct connections. Breeze's model relies on thin, niche routes. If they don't perform, they're cut without warning. This instability makes planning impossible for communities. The dream of affordable regional air travel is proving hard to sustain. Airlines like Breeze chase profits, not long-term relationships. Travelers are left exhausted, returning to legacy carriers or long drives for predictability. The lack of commitment erodes trust. People want reliability, not fleeting promises. The cycle of hope and disappointment continues. Silver Airways was the key to easy Caribbean getaways, especially for retirees and frequent travelers in Florida. It made island hopping simple and affordable, until mounting debt and tough competition led to bankruptcy. The collapse was sudden and devastating. Flights canceled, travelers stranded, and island economies hit hard. Retirees lost their reliable connection to second homes and favorite destinations. The ripple effect hurt local businesses and tourism across the Caribbean. Now getting to the islands means higher costs and more complicated routes. The spontaneity and simplicity are gone. Silver's story is a cautionary tale about the fragility of regional carriers. When they fail, the void is hard to fill. Travelers don't abandon these airlines by choice. They're left with no option. The loss is personal and economic. The dream of easy access to paradise is fading. The future for specialized carriers looks uncertain. Southwest Airlines built its brand on "Bags Fly Free," earning fierce loyalty for its transparency and fairness. Now, with the policy under review, customers feel betrayed. The potential end of this promise signals a shift toward more fees and less trust. For families, new baggage fees could add hundreds to a trip. The unique advantage that sets Southwest apart is at risk. Wall Street pressure and recent operational issues are driving the change. Loyalists are already looking elsewhere, feeling abandoned. If Southwest gives in, it marks the end of an era, and the normalization of endless fees. The airline is gambling with its most valuable asset, customer goodwill. The loss of trust is pushing travelers away. The industry's last holdout for fairness may soon be gone. The future of flying looks more expensive and less personal. JSX offered a private jet experience at commercial prices. No long lines, private terminals, and real comfort. It was a haven for travelers tired of the chaos of big airports. But now, major airlines and unions are lobbying to shut down JSX's unique model. If forced to operate like traditional carriers, JSX's advantages vanish. Loyal customers feel targeted, watching their better way to fly disappear. This isn't about safety, it's about big airlines crushing competition. The loss of JSX is the loss of innovation and choice. Travelers are being pushed back into crowded, stressful systems. The message to entrepreneurs: don't challenge the status quo. For passengers, it's the end of a brief, better alternative. The dream of a more civilized way to fly is being dismantled by force. Fee fatigue is the new normal with ultra-low-cost carriers like Frontier. That $29 fare is just bait. Every basic service comes with a fee. The constant add-ons turn travel into a confusing, adversarial experience. Travelers are tired of the mental gymnastics and surprise charges. Many are abandoning ULCCs, choosing airlines with transparent pricing, even if it costs more. The peace of mind is worth the extra money. People want to be treated as customers, not wallets to be squeezed. The ULCC model pits airline against passenger, and travelers are done fighting. As more people wise up, the low-fare illusion loses its power. The exodus is slow but steady. Consumers are voting for honesty and simplicity. Frontier and its peers face an uncertain future. The deal is an illusion, and travelers are moving on. The migration is about respect, not just price. What does this mean for travelers? The dream of budget air travel has soured, replaced by hidden fees and lost trust. The industry is consolidating, competition is shrinking, and prices are rising. Innovative upstarts are being squeezed out, while established airlines adopt the very practices we hate. The power is shifting to corporate boardrooms, making flying more complicated and costly. But knowledge is power. By understanding these trends, we can make smarter choices. Support airlines that value transparency and service, and speak out against those that don't. The future is turbulent, but with awareness, we can still navigate the skies wisely. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more updates.